Welcome, Anime Lily fans, to another My Hero review of Chapter 279 of My Hero Academia. As you can see, we're in the review portion of the chapter. As you know, LegendDVash, SamTheMangaMan, RayApollo, Kim Games, and JB from Careful for Spoilers, or AK the podcast as well, and everything. So, as we always start the show, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and press the button because we upload our videos. But James Ray, since you don't do reaction with us, tell us your first impressions of this chapter. What did you guys think about Gigantomachia getting the medicine that he's supposed to get?
I mean, he didn't get it, but Momo's plan actually fantastic. This is a great plan, and like the way that it was executed, this is a very good plan. Like you can see all of the pieces that she had. She had layers to the plan. It wasn't just one plan. There were multiple layers to the plan to expand upon it. If in certain event things happen, man, it was well done. And I'm just happy to see that everybody was able to execute so well. Except conveniently, one character was not able to execute their portion of the plan. That was strange. But anyway, I like this chapter. It's a good chapter.
James, you?
Yeah, I really like this chapter. I mean, I've been waiting to see what the rest of Class 1A can do, right? We know that Bakugo and Deku and Shoto, they were training with Endeavor. And I want to see what the rest of the class have learned during their work studies, how they've evolved their abilities. And like Ray said, Momo came up with a great plan. There's so many layers to this, and they actually might succeed and they might not, but they've actually concocted a really good plan that incorporates everyone. So that's something that's really important. It's not about singular pieces. Everyone is working together as a team to try to take down the league. So I was very impressed with this.
What you just said was really important, James. She created a plan that encompassed everybody. That's not easy because there's a ton of people here. There are so many people here, and she was able to make use of everybody who was available, which is nuts. So props to Momo.
That's a hard task to do because that's for you to use everybody's quirks and have them be smart and advantage, where you even use our boy Mineta's quirk and actually be useful for once.
Well, I mean, I figured his quirk would be very useful in this situation.
Yeah.
Like he's going to be very good in whatever team he joins in the future as like a capture unit. Like that's what he will be very good for.
But Momo not only just incorporate her own class of 1A, but also with class 1B as well.
Exactly.
And it really proved like she's very smart in this almost last minute situation. She came up with this multiple layer plan.
Very last minute, Sam.
Well, this is on the fly. Still last minute.
Like this is like it's insane how well done it is. Like so that's like I'm so glad that Horikoshi like finally gave her like actual shining moment, because like if people really think about what she just pulled off, it's insane. Like this is really awesome. So
what's even better was that she also planned with the League of Villains on top of Machia to defend him, like to block and everything.
But it's just like, our boy Senka said that the big thing in war and battle is communication is key, and they found out about the League being behind our boy Gigantomachia, that they have been told about this communication, that the League of Villains is behind him. So they knew that if we're going to stop him, we also have to stop the League of Villains on top of him, to know that they cannot be also interfering them on the ground. So they had to, kind of divide and conquer on both sides.
Yeah, for sure, because right now, the other pro heroes are coming from the back, coming to attack the League of Villains. Gigantomachia is technically down, and Mount Lady is opening up his mouth to have a serum ready. Anybody else can throw the diluted sedative to throw into Machia, because he needs to take it orally in order for him to literally be knocked out.
I have to give props to Mount Lady as well. Gur did not give up. Gur continued on fighting, no matter how beat up she was. She continued and fighting to the bitter end.
And she trusts the students of UA. Literally all right, I don't know the exact plan, but they need his mouth to wide open to throw that thing in. I'm trusting on these kiddos.
I have really appreciated seeing that. It's like the heroes have not underestimated the students, and the students have not underestimated the heroes a single time. I love that. Like that shows to me that these kids truly do believe in them, but these heroes also believe that these kids can and will do what they need to do, which is, I love that.
In a situation like this, like you can't have those kind of doubts, right? You have to trust everyone around you. And an important part about being a hero, it's not just your quirks and what you can do with them, but being able to think on the fly and be able to not only think about the safety of your people, but also to take out the villain. Like these are really important elements about being a hero. And that's one of the things that I really like the most about chapters like this is just, it's showing you more and more what it takes to be a hero. It's not just about powers.
Sure. Like there are some people who've said that there might have been some death flag that's been happening because the class is like, oh, I hope Midnight is okay. And from last chapter, she's badly hurt. The villains are coming towards her. And the last message they got was to like try to sedate Machia or try to take him down. Like the thing is that you can't have drop their hopes up. You have to keep them hopes up encouragingly the entire time because they can't like, this is not a situation where you can be a little bit sad or depressed or be like you have to keep focusing and concentrating on what's in front of you in this mission because they can't think of the downside in the situation. And it's
Right.
it's
I got
good.
a question. What's wrong with that face? You think she's dead?
No, I have a terrible theory.
All right, tell us.
What if Mina's the traitor and she throws that vial into Mount Lady's mouth instead of Gigantomachia's?
That would be a very
Why
crazy. The happy
I feel like
go-lucky
she's the
girl?
wild card. She's the only one who's ever been in the same panel as Machia. I have no real like concrete evidence of this for this character, but it just seems like, man, the way that this ends, that panel, it could potentially. I don't know.
Yeah. I hope not.
I hope not either. I hope not. I hope that this is the W that they get, because if he gets away, it's a wrap.
Because it seems like Mina's the only one left who has the serum. Like
That's
everybody
what I'm
else
saying.
got blown away,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's just it's insane. Even like everybody in Class 1A did their best to try to fight against Machia and the League of Villains at the same time. Kaminari got pushed back when he was about to use his electricity. Everybody tried to throw their own serum at him, but we don't know. There could be a few students who still have it. We're not unnecessarily sure just yet, but
I'm still.
I think Mina. There's a possibility that Mina could be the traitor, and just like she just smiles, be happy, encouraged everybody. It wouldn't be too far off to know like she was just the real traitor.
Like I said, this is just a guess. There's no real concrete
So-
anything.
This is
on
just a
this.
theory.
So
Theory.
Ray, so was that the character you said that she's the one that did not go as planned of way
No.
in the beginning?
Kaminari gets knocked out again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Freaking
yeah.
bum.
I give him effort at least.
But-
he actually could have done something like huge in this moment, but you know, Mr. Compress was like, "Nah, sucker." So
I'm about to say he got rocks thrown at him. You can't really do much there. He literally got rocks thrown at him by the pills and everything.
listen, if a Pikachu can beat an Onyx,
So wow.
I mean, not
So-
everyone.
If the sprinklers are on, if the sprinklers was on, yeah.
I mean, guess what? I mean, Pikachu did it. Is all I'm saying.
Not everyone
James?
is at the same pace, and I think he'll get there eventually. But
I
he
don't think
obviously.
so.
just has- But yeah, I don't think Midnight's dead. I don't think you.
I don't
can
think Midnight's dead.
like that off screen. If you're going to kill her, you do it on screen so that you can get the impact. You don't kill a character like that off screen.
And at least I hope not. Like Midnight's a key enough character for these like students that you wouldn't do that.
Horikoshi's a better writer than that.
Mhm,
That's,
mhm.
that's not something a smart person does.
Although I will say, like, I have loved the determination of Mount Lady and Kamui Woods, because Kamui's there too. I don't know if y'all saw him. He right there.
Didn't she was like like I need you to wake up a little bit more. Like he was about to be unconscious.
Mhm.
Like, he still got a hold of him, Gigantomachia, but he wasn't like fully awake from this happen. I think what gave them the extra like a little bit more rest time was when Gigantomachia tripped and fell and he was on the ground. I think that gave the pro hero some time to breathe a little bit and then to like come up get on top of Gigantomachia so that he stays down, which is a good feat. That's what you need to do. Like keep him on the floor, even though Gigantomachia is in disadvantage because the League of Villains talking amongst each other. Yeah, like they figured it out that maybe Shigaraki wants them all to come together to come to him, but Gigantomachia is at a disadvantage right now because he can't technically keep his friends in his back while trying to fight the heroes at the same time. Because if he moves too much, you literally knock off all the people that's under your back in that situation. But right now, Gigantomachia is pulling up pretty strong himself, though. He's not like I think even with the serum in his mouth, he would still kind of wake up if Shigaraki just wants him up. He has so much willpower. He has so much like berserk intensities. Where
I mean, and they were like Dabi in his head, his monologue. I don't know if he says it a lot. He talks about how like there's multiple quirks in Machia to make him their guardian. So who knows what else he's got? You know what I'm saying? Like he could be built differently. Where a serum like this might not actually work on him. So
like that's why I'm thinking like you need to throw a lot more into him in case a situation. Even if he doesn't wake up, I think that's the best situation right now. He's not dead, but he's not waking up. I mean,
but may I bring something up other than Gigantomachia is that also what really intrigued me about two characters in this chapter was also about Toga and plus Dabi. About Dabi, about his quirk. Toga asked him, "Is your arm okay?" His arm was more on fire than it usually is, so maybe it's getting
we
back.
That though. Like he overheats really quickly.
Yeah, so that's that. And plus Toga was questioning when she saw class 1A and everything, she was just thinking that I'm assuming that she's trying to look for Deku, or plus also she's trying to look like she's trying. Yes, so she's trying to look like she's trying to look for those two characters most likely in the crowd. Maybe that's what she was thinking. But those two characters will intrigue me the most as well, other than Gigantomachia and plus class 1A.
I mean, possibly. I like absolutely. I'm sure she's like, oh well, if they're all here, like where are they? Essentially. So then she's kind of like, maybe she's putting it together where if they're not there, they're with where
they're probably over there. Yep.
So, because she's smart, so that's probably exactly what she was putting together. She was like, if I don't see them here, I know where they are, and so we have to get there now. Is what it is. So,
I think the serum works. It just doesn't work as long as they needed to, and then it's gonna hit the fan all over again. That's what I think.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work right away. And he drops like before he actually hits the city, and the rest of the villains have to hoof it potentially. Maybe. Who knows?
And that's like the worst situation for them because they were like before Machia picked them up and everything. They were like in the center where they're kind of protected by the other smaller minion group to protect them in a way. But now they're trying to run away, and if they're big guy, the transportation is done on foot. It's gonna be hard for the League of Villains to try to run away and escape. But I think somehow one way or another, Machia is gonna willpower it out with and try to escape with them.
We gonna see because I don't know. This is a very interesting situation that could go a few different ways, which is why I really love Horikoshi's style of writing. There's no one direction you can see this going. If you really think about it, you can see this going in a few different directions, which is awesome. Yeah. I love that.
But
and that is the beauty of trying to theorize, because as much as you could theorize, he could go left and we try to go right. So that's the beauty of it, that as much as we could go like, hey, maybe Mina's dead. Nope, she's actually alive and everything. So that's the beauty of it, that next week we find out next Monday when the chapter comes out that, hey, we were actually wrong about that.
I mean, there's also
I love being wrong about stuff in this manga. I love it. Like I'm not trying to be right to be right. I don't. I love being wrong. So.
What's also interesting is like at any time, at any moment, the traitor or anything that can happen, this twist can happen any time. Yet, like we haven't seen it yet. It's just that feeling momentum is coming somewhere, and Horikoshi would know when to hit us with it. It could
still have been just kind of a ruse to get us thinking in a completely different direction. So there could be a traitor amongst the villains for all we know. So I don't know. Like it depends. So
I mean, technically, kind of is already with
Dabi. Yeah, it kind of is.
I wouldn't say that he's a traitor because he still has something to gain from being with them.
Yeah, so it's like
he's just using them for his own agendas of something else,
which is still bad. So it still works. But
I was thinking Hawks. I was like, well, he was already a part of the villains that was a traitor against them, so they could be
that too.
It could be someone else that's undercover.
Yeah,
who knows?
Also, is Best Genius actually dead? Horikoshi, tell me. I gotta know.
Yeah, we should need some confirmation of that. Like, hopefully, by the time we're doing this arc, there's a list of who's dead, who's alive. Like, that would be.
I need closure from my boy Bakugo. I need this.
That's gonna be very intense. Like, literally after this arc, and then like have like a whole like memorial kind of thing of all the pro heroes who died.
Bakugo's quirk evolution, I'm all for it.
Like, think that about would be that. Like insane.
Bakugo could have a quirk evolution, and that would be insane.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice. But
Right to my previous argument, you don't kill a character like that off screen, dude. You do it.
Blue Genius, they kind of did.
I mean, we've only seen it once where a student's teacher, like protege, passed away, and that was Night Eye, and with Mirino.
We saw it happen though.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
saw that
we
happen.
saw
Yeah.
that happen.
We
But I'm
were
saying-
there.
Yeah.
But then, like, it will create a more like evolution of a character of a student, though. So we know someone's teacher is going to die. We're just
Don't
on
know
our
who.
tippy
We don't know
toes.
that. Maybe they won't die. I don't know.
No idea. But all I'm saying is we're going to see it. If it's one of these major characters, we're going to see it, especially if it's Best Genius. Like
Uh-huh.
that would be something to propel Bakugo into a whole different direction. You know what I mean? Like Ray said, that could be his quirk evolution, but you would have to see something like that to trigger it. Like you don't kill characters like that
And
behind-
plus, Bako, we need to know his hero name because he said that he will not announce it until he sees Blue Genius again. He said that he has his hero name.
murder.
And
Bad.
like, and then the
Bad
relay of, and then
I
this
don't
whole
mind anything that'll be hype if it is that just for that reason. So I could just like say all the time, like, we hear the murders.
Best explosion. Best
Please
murder.
Our boy is going to have a much cooler hero name than that.
I can't wait.
He's going to have a fantastic hero name, I think. So,
So with all those comments and with all those mortar puns and everything, we're all done here. Do you have any
Yeah.
more last thoughts?
I think I'm good.
yeah, I'm good. I just want to see how this plays out. On August 10th.
AKA
Monday.
Monday, guys. So you guys will see us again Monday or Tuesday with our new video out there. So guys, definitely check that out. Like, comment, subscribe, press the bell notification every time we upload a video. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. And see you guys next Monday.
Peace.